Hi Aries, and welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button. Thank you, and greatly appreciated for those of you who do share, like and subscribe. You are also sharing that information at this time that we're all going through, that we don't need to talk about. We're all fully aware of what's going on in the universe and with people and places and situations with the current epidemic that's happening. So sharing information, whether it's from my channel or other channel, we're helping raise the vibration. We're bringing through understanding and clarity to people in a time of need. So please share, like, subscribe from anyone's channel that is really trying to bring through the information to help us understand, to help us evolve, to help us get through, to raise that vibration. We're all a part, and we're all got to put in that responsibility to, we're a group consciousness energy of putting this out there. So thank you very much for those of you who are sharing, subscribing, liking, passing it on. You know, you're a part of this as well. So Aries, we're going to do a reading for Aries sun, moon and rising sign for the month of March, but also April. Now, I apologize for March not being up earlier. It's late. It's the end of March that I'm reading and into April. So we're going to focus more on April, because March is an incredibly heavy, dense energy. It's been full of, turmoil. Its reality has hit, and the reason it has hit home for people is we've got that Saturn-Pluto conjunction that started in January the 12th. You can go back and listen to that YouTube video on my channel. The Saturn-Pluto conjunction there that started in January is exactly hitting in March. And we have this theme going all year through to December 2020. So we need to understand Saturn-Pluto conjunction. It is going to hit again in March. Exactly what happened in January is what's coming up again in March. Okay? Tower moments. This is also, fighting, defending yourself, holding your ground. People all, they're all poking their sticks and having a go, and, in chaos and fighting and fear, and, she's trying to defend and work hard and defend their energy or their territory, or just fight off people at them. And we've got Tower moment, which is the breakdown of systems, the breakdown of foundations. So, as readers are reading, I'm hearing them say, I usually can do 2-3 readings a day. It's half, or I do 5 and it's half of what I can do. The energy's dense, the energy's intense. We have a group consciousness of fear, the breaking down of systems, the hierarchies coming down. Pluto, the underworld. We're seeing the underworld of people, places and situations. We are seeing power struggles, power trips, egos, manipulations, people manipulating the system of even the virus epidemic. I mean, it is everywhere. So we're not going to go too much into March, but just know this: whatever is hitting, it is an epiphany, a revelation, a tower moment of our security, our stability, who, what, when, where, and how, or what we thought was our security, our stability, is not, whether it's a relationship, a person, place, or situation. Career, money, whatever it was, your job. So that has hit home. It's like the shock has hit. By the end of April, what I've been saying is that, Aries, is that people will be, out of the aftershock, out of the shock. It's happened. It's real. Now it's time to pick ourselves up and dust ourselves off and come up with some solutions and ways and you know, new ideas, new innovative ideas. So that's what's going to happen towards the end of April, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But Aries, when the reading comes through, what doesn't resonate for you is not for you. We're talking to Aries as a collective. Don't make something fit. Sometimes you do have to listen to your moon sign or your rising sign, which is also your ascendant, in readings, depending on your chart. If you don't know what those are, there is a link below that you can get your natal chart. Now, let's get into it, Aries 2020, because guess what? We're coming to your birthday time. So just remember, when we come towards our birthday, that's when you hit your 2020 energy. 2020 is about setting and laying new foundations, okay? Like pouring the cement slab. And you're saying, I'm going on this journey now. 2019 was the 3, reinventing it, revising it, reviewing karmic cycles we were in and learning, karmic cycles, paths, what, you know, our behaviors, our belief systems, everything that's karmic cycles, they were being reviewed. And now 2020 is let's go. Let's do this. Let's do the work. Let's lay the cement. Let's pick up if you're renovating a home, if you can imagine that, 2019 was, I want to renovate my home. I know the colors. I know what I want to do. I know what I'm ending and throwing out and changing. 2020 is like, okay, now we're going to do the work. Now we're going to pick up the hammer and do the renovating. Okay, so that's what's happening, but it's laying a new foundation for you. And you're going to have the whole year's accumulation of that energy coming up your birthday month. That's what you're feeling also in the month of March. Okay, again, security, stability, your home, your foundation. You know, a lot of you are either moving on, changing it, moving away from that, or moving in a new direction, doing it a new way. Okay, so that is a theme coming up for you, Aries. Now, so the month of March, let's just pull some cards from Spirit, because I'm not going to spend too much time on March, because everyone's kind of in the shock, in the turmoil, in the fear. Whatever has come up for you, you know what it is. Okay, and that's what you have to heal. That's what you have to clear. That's what you have to move past, move beyond, whatever's come up. See the chaos, people not working with you or for you. You will know the month of March, it is quite obvious who's not working with you or for you. These people aren't fighting you, but they're not making it easy for you to move forward either. Okay, or you, that could be you with others, vice versa, put it where it fits. Emotional balance here, go with the flow please in the month of March, Aries. You know, there's a big focus on your money or your abundance, money, abundance energy. Now abundance energy could be my joy, could be my happiness. It doesn't have to be money, but you know, that abundant energy, or which is generally that card, the King of Wands, is that money energy, you know, the wealth. Where am I wealthy? In money or joy or love or happiness? You know, the King of Wands can be, and likes to take action in that too. But you're wanting your 10 of Cups here. We've got the 10 of Cups. And there might be a new direction or a decision made. There's someone making a decision about relationships, their happiness. What is their 10 of Cups? Getting emotional balance, learning to go with the flow, and moving away from things that are not flowing or working with you, rather than battling it. Okay, Aries? So making a decision in a direction mid-March, or moving away from something for some of you. Yeah, by the end of March, you've ended and completed a big cycle, a big journey. You know, before that ending, you're starting to look at new horizons, new ways, new ventures. You're looking across the horizon, looking for your ships to come in, or seeking new horizons. See, there's a lot of moving on here, or decision making to move forward here, Aries. And you are kind of still, or some of you are still waiting, or still, you know, maybe held up even, held up. Okay, this is distance, this is travel, this is looking across, looking further, looking beyond. And there is a completion to be happening yet. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands upside down there. So the Queen of Wands upright is about taking action, sitting back in your power and your value, but also she can take action, okay? It is a fire card sign. So, fire sign card. But it's upside down. So maybe not so much action to be taken in the month of March. Yes, sit back, Aries. You know, there's the Emperor. There's the Aries card. The Emperor is sitting back in this deck, watching the others enjoy themselves, you know, making decisions for the good of all, but he also gets enjoyment out of doing that. You know, a negative Emperor is very narcissistic, very self-driven, self-motivated, but upright, this Emperor, you know, may have been battling a lot lately, or having things not flow or work with you or for you, or you were to see what was not working in your life or flowing, and or people, places and situations, and you're to sit back, Aries. Yeah, look at that. Take a step back. Some of you have been trying to hold on too tight to a person, place, situation, a way of doing, a way of being emotionally, and they're saying get more balance here, get more balance in your emotions. There's a theme with you and Scorpio with that. Go with the flow, be in the moment, Aries. There's also could be an inner child issue coming up that needs to be cleared in the month of March that was triggered through everything that's been going on. But this is telling you to go with the flow, okay? These children are in the moment. They're not worried about anybody else. They're not even watching each other. They are in their own moment, doing their own thing in their own bubble, really connected and tapped into what they're doing. Can we see that? Yeah. So, then you've got some mid-March, trying to get focus, got clarity here. Ten of Cups, see, yeah. Some of you, this is a follow-on to your April, actually. A lot of you in March have had a tower moment with relationships. You in relationships, or whether it's a love relationship, or a friendship, or a work, or career, whatever it is, you will know. It's you in relationships. And contentment, or see how they're both putting up the energy, both working together here. The Ten of Cups is absolute contentment in a relationship. So some of you have had a tower moment. Maybe your happiness isn't what you thought. Maybe your Ten of Cups, absolute contentment in a relationship is not what you thought. Maybe you thought you were in a relationship, or what you had a strong foundation, you realized you didn't. So whether we're fixing it, ending it, or moving on, that's what's coming. That came about. That's become evident in March. Moving forward, and that's why you need to keep your emotional balance here. Not close yourself off and restrict yourself and be stubborn. Be balanced in your emotions. The King of Cups keeps his emotional balance, mastery and maturity, but he also keeps the balance of everybody else, or that's what he likes to do, and he comes from that aspect. Once you've made a decision and moving on, there's a flow of abundance. You're back in control where you lost your power or your control. The Chariot, back to the drawing board, or researching, studying, or looking further into something, or signing contracts, or moving forward. But this is something in the future coming in, a thought, a direction, a new job, a new career, a new relationship, whatever it is, that's a new direction. And an ending had to happen because things were not balanced. Where they weren't balanced, the universe has stepped in, brought an ending, and said, right, now we're gonna, free you from the imbalance and get it balanced, okay? So that's the energy for the month of March, Aries. It's a big month. There's a big tower moment right there in the middle of March, whatever that was for you. Excuse me. But Aries, as we move into April 2020, your birthday time, happy birthday, you know, it's getting better. All right, the energy's better, and I can see whatever's happening there in March, I can see there's a follow-on in April. All right, money and abundance and wealth, but how you view wealth is at the forefront in April. Are you looking around at what you don't have rather than what you do have? Okay, that's a big theme for you, Aries. Don't look at lack, look at what you do have, okay? Are you seeing the lack or the abundance? Which way do you do it, Aries? So Venus, because Venus is coming in on the 4th and it rules money and love, and you've got good abundance this month, okay, Aries? So it's in your 3rd house, which is teaching, writing, communication, networking, socializing. And Venus wants to beautify. It brings in the heart feeling. It brings in the sweetness, the joy, the nurture, the nourishment. Venus wants to love and be kind. And so you're going to find friends and romance. Actually, you want that warm, Venus-y, nourishing, sweet connection. And you're going to get that this month, Aries, rather than the March energy. So it's coming in April. The 8th, we've got full moon in Libra, and that's in your relationship house. So you can see we have the Tower card in your relationship, the 10 of Cups house. Something's going to big change. You'll get a new foundation or restructure, because the 8th is the Libra full moon in your relationship house. So for some of you, there's a new relationship, or you need a new way of doing relationships, or your current relationship, because at the beginning, this full moon's going to shine a light for you, or light up a beginning or an ending, a reassessing energy of seeing you. How are you, your behavior in relationships, how you think you are in relationships as to how others think you are in relationships, or vice versa. You know, there's always really all of that, because how you're being in relationships is what you're attracting or bringing in, or what you're playing out. Okay, so it is all a combination, but there is a big focus. And do you move into relationships, Aries, because you are the let's do it, let's go, let's move forward too quickly? Or are you giving too much? Or are you not giving enough? Do you see yourself as all giving and others do not? Whatever the issue is, there is going to be a focus on your behavior in relationships with others, and that has been a theme for you. That's come up in readings before with you, Aries. So that's part of this karmic cycle, getting a new world, getting a new way, breaking through a subconscious belief pattern of how you were in relationships, and that's around the full moon. Some of you may get a Tower moment, or need some healing, or some subconscious work, or there's something going on in your subconscious, Aries, and they're trying to give you new world, a new paradigm, a new way of doing, a higher perspective. The green man, you know, like the growing of a new tree, okay? New roots, new beginning there. Then the 12th, Mercury, is in your sign, and the sun's there focused on your dreams, your aspirations. This is your birthday month, Aries, April. This is what are your 3 top things, or 3 or 4 or 5 top things? What do you want to create? Your birthday month is all about putting that focus. That's why it's like, just focus on abundance. Just focus on the abundance of what you do have, because your birthday month, you're using that vibrational energy to then create what you want for the next year to come in. And with 2020, you're laying a new foundation. So you're setting a new vibrational frequency for your birthday, whether you're thinking high vibration or low vibration, and you're kind of laying the foundation, laying the cement for that. And And then you're going to put in the creating of it, the manifesting, the co-creating of it. So for the whole next 12 months. So it's big, Aries. And you're going to learn, Aries, that there's power in words, and sometimes there's power in less words. Or the one word has more power than any other thing you said in that paragraph. You know, you're going to learn the power of words, the power of thought, the power of focus, but the power of your words with communication. And I think a lot of you are going to be communicating what you need, okay, your needs. But again, it's how you behave in relationships. But, you know, Venus in there is beautifying it, you know, bringing out a nice, sweet side, a nourishing, nurturing side, an easy flow side. You know, Venus rules love and money there. Just that Libra full moon wants win-win. Wants equal energy exchange, equal spiritual exchange. You know, Libra's all about balance and fairness and justice and equality. You know, what you take, you give, and vice versa. So, you know, there's big things happening in your relationships and big reassessments there. We move towards the 12th Mercury. What's new for you? What do you want coming in? And then the 20th, we've got the Sun in the second house that joins Uranus in there for you. Your rule is also in the 11th house all month. So it's great for social, networking, getting along with groups and people towards the end of April. But it's in April all month, trying to, you know, gain this momentum and better communication, better relationships, better networking. Now, even if we're in lockdown, that could be phone conversations. You could be on social media network, coming up with new ideas, calling people, phoning people, whatever it is for you. But you or the people you're just around in lockdown, you're going to have an energy all month in your 11th house to be more social, getting along with groups, changing your behaviors in groups, so that you can. And then at the end of the month, 23rd of April, we've got a new moon in Taurus. Taurus rules our health, our wellness. It's very focused on money and the beautiful things in life. Taurus likes the good things of life. So the Taurus energy usually focuses on our money a lot. So we've got that at the end of the month anyway. So Taurus also likes relationships as well. So for the month of April, Aries, let's look at this. There's definitely a new world or a new paradigm you need to step into, or you're being forced by the universe or people, places and situations to have a new world, a new paradigm, a new way of doing things, and that is with relationships. There's still a little deep introspective thinking here. Some of you are not going to like what you're told, what you hear, or you don't want to hear it. I cannot believe. So what's fallen on that new world, new paradigm is the universe. This is forced by the universe. For some of you, if you're in legal, that's the, you know, decision is made. It's the universe coming in saying, you're doing it this way now. Okay? This is like Saturn giving you an exam. Here's your result for your new world, for your new paradigm with relationships. You better think very deeply, very carefully, and listen and be open here, because you're ending a karmic cycle. If you do not end this karmic cycle and change it now in April and set a new foundation and a new way, I can see that you will, Aries. A lot of you and most of you will. You will be successful. You've got the sun coming in. You're viewing or sitting back more, enjoying relationships, or just a different way you're doing relationships, still taking care of everyone, but in a different way here. You're going to get success. You are going to move past this karmic cycle that you're playing out with relationships. But see, isn't it interesting? You know, this is like relationships like home, family, in a house, marriage, you know, stability, security, the Magician here. What do you want? It's your birthday month. You are creating what you want for your future there. Some of you are still in the month of, I'd say this is around the full moon. The full moon, the Hanged Man, you're not getting out of this. You can be as stubborn as you like, some of you Aries. You are not getting out of this. You can cross your arms all you like. This is a karmic cycle that you need to do. And around that full moon, look, the Hanged Man, it's out of your hands. You have to go through it. It's trying to clear something in your subconscious, a belief system, a way you thought life should be. And when you come out of that, you're the Magician. You're going to get this new foundation, new relationships, new stability. There's strength, inner strength, self-esteem here. Your self-esteem's come back. You've got that energy back. Innovation, messages, new beginnings, phone calls, messages, new beginnings. But this is also from the divine, from the creator. Downloads, new innovation, new ideas. You're going to, and your self-esteem's back, or you're healthy, or you're happy, or you've got that energy back that was lacking from this big moment, or a big tower moment, karmic, and it was the universe. And that's the thing I want to say, Aries, you know, you are Mars, you know, you are the one that goes out on the battlefield, you know, you are the one that goes out and confronts. But the sort of taking charge is what I'm trying to say. But here, this is much more powerful than you. The universe is actually trying to help you. It's more powerful than you, and it knows you more than you know you. So go through it, feel it, whatever's happening. You've got new messages, new innovation. I think the sun comes into you around the 20th. Innovation, it uplifts your self-esteem here. You can focus on what you did well again, rather than all this terrible stuff in your subconscious, okay? It's really up to you. That message is, you can either go with the flow, Aries, by the end of April, which I think you are. Honestly, I do. And move away from anyone or anything that's not flowing with you. And I think you've realized that you can't fix it, change it, make it flow a different way. It's either working with you or it's not. And I think that's what you need to go with, Aries. And don't hang on too tight. You know, you've been not wanting to see something. She can just see, he can just lift that blindfold up, have a look, change it, do it a new way, walk away, have a look. But you're too restricted. Where are you too stuck, too set, too unwilling to change? Don't want to look at it. Going to do it my way, going to battle it, going to fight it, or go to war, or make you see my side, or make you do it my way. It's about flow, going with the flow. Take off the blindfold. It's okay. Focus on what your good strengths are, your good, you know, the good qualities about you, not the negative. Anywhere you are deceiving yourself, or someone is deceiving you, or there's been deception, it's like universe, someone, people, places, situation This is the mother card. This is the card where you work hard for everyone, you provide for the family, you cook, clean, you go to work, she brings home money, you can be the provider or, okay, there's a couple of messages here. For some of you, this could be a mother figure, meaning someone like a woman or man who provides for the family, goes to work, also comes home and does things with the family, a real giver on all levels, and they can provide for themselves and the family and work and do all that. There's some deception here. So some of you may be in a situation where someone's doing all the giving, all the work, all the doing, and this person might think they are, but they're not. They think they've been pulling off or pulling the wool over your eyes, or it'd be like somebody doing 50 jobs and someone doing 10 jobs, but making out they're doing the same amount that you are, the same giving as you are. That's for some of you. For others of you, this is just deception. Someone's being deceptive or vice versa. You're being deceptive, okay? In how you give, in how you nurture, in how you think you give to the family or provide for the family or a relationship or to people, places and situations. You might think you're a real giver and people are like, no, you're not. You're deceiving yourself. And maybe it's the opposite. It's the other way around. You'll work it out, Aries, but something you're not going to like. There's things being told or said to you that you do not like. I'm dropping cards everywhere. It brings about for you, it's good. It's a good thing. And your self-esteem's raised. It's clear. There's communication from others, whether it's career, business, people, places, better relationships, better socializing, but also from spirit, also from the divine. Go with the flow. Don't do this. I'm going with the flow, but no, I'm not. I'm working against it, or I'm going to battle everyone who's working against me, or I'm going to stand up, stand my ground and battle that. No, let go. Let go. Don't be resistant. All right. That Taurus new moon at the end could be, hanging too tight to your money, hanging too tight to how you do things. This person's not very open and they're not very willing to talk or change either. They're thinking more lack than positive. But that Taurus, Taurus can hang on, be stubborn. The word stubborn. Okay, the Taurus, the bull. If it wants to be stubborn, it can be stubborn. That's only for some of you. And you might be dealing with someone who's really stubborn that you feel you're just battling with all the time and trying to push through and make it work. You'll realize where that fits. For some of you, this is only for a small amount of you. I just got a message, if you do the hard work or put in the hard work, but it's in a skill. So let's say you were training for something, or you really needed to finish a project, or you've worked on this project for a very, very long time. Personal, like a work project, or if you were a sports person, or you were creating something, and you put a lot of work in for a long time. It's like, go for it. Just finish it off. I don't know who that is for. Go for it. Put every bit of energy, not in resistance, flowing. Put all your energy and just keep your focus in it. You're nearly there. It's like I want to say you're nearly there. It's nearly complete. You've nearly, but this would be a very long-term goal, or something you've put a lot of work in over years, and you're trying to go the next level, or get signed, or complete it. Okay, so that's just for a minority. I just heard that's for a very small group of you. You will know. But the overall theme here, Aries, is it's getting better with relationships. But whatever karmically has been going on, and the universe has stepped in, where maybe you thought you were putting in a lot of hard work, or doing a lot, or not, or yes, or vice versa, the universe is stepping in. So listen, be open, Go with the flow. Learn to do things a different way in relationships. And honestly, I am so positive I have said this in readings to you from September or November or December or whatever it was. This has been a theme that 2019 has been trying to get through to you, trying to get through to you, trying to get through to you to reinvent. And now 2020 universe is stepping in going, you're doing it. Here's your exam result. You're doing it, or you're sitting your exam the month of April. So little bit of tension there, but you can do it. Focus on your good qualities, you know. Build self-esteem, not ego, self-esteem. And focus on the abundance of your gifts and talents and what you are good at and in relationships, and ooze that through your relationships. And what's not flowing and working, let it go. What is, roll with it. Okay, so there it is, Aries. Thank you for listening. It's an intense 2 months. The readings feel intense. I feel intense giving them. The struggle is here, it's real, because it's not only physical in our physical world now, it's emotional. When you're doing mental, emotional work and on top of the universal struggle that's going on at the moment, or the pandemic, you know, this is not easy work. Okay, but we're all going through it. You're not alone, Aries. Everyone is being hit with this. So just think about the changes you want to make for the next year forward for your birthday, and what do you want to change and where are you changing it, and now it's time to actually do the work. Blessings to you, Aries. See you next month.